The Centurions, for the third straight year, looking to open the season with a win over the Hamburg Sea Devils, and they're on their way at the moment with a 14-6 lead. Off to a good start. Hamburg got the scoring started early in this game, though, with an impressive opening drive.
Tony Hollings elevates for the touchdown. Got some good blocking up front. Gets in there for the first score. All the touchdowns today have been on the ground. Here you see Eric Meyer tucking it. Very heady. Going in backside. And then play of the day, if you ask me, Derek Ross rumbling. But this time he's showing his speed as well. Beats Nate Adibi to the corner, makes Adibi pull up lane. Does it all on that one play.
Adibi will not return, but the Sea Devils will have to try to do it without him. Trailing Cologne by 8. Second half coming up. Stay with us on NFL Network.
When it comes to going bald, you now have a choice. Advances in medical science have resulted in the world's first and only permanent solution to hair loss.
It is your real hair. It's your natural hair. You wash it, you cut it, you swim with it.
Bosley is the world's most experienced hair restoration experts, having pioneered virtually every major advancement in the art and science of hair restoration.
I'm very satisfied, very happy with what I've done. This has got to be one of the best decisions I've made in my life, I'll tell you that.
Bosley Hair Restoration is a relatively simple outpatient procedure. The results look completely natural, and it's affordable on nearly any budget. Call the toll-free number now to receive your free, no-obligation information kit that will help you decide if hair restoration at Bosley is right for you. You don't have to accept going bald. Do something about it right now.
Call 1-800-927-6091. That's 1-800-927-6091. Call now.
To move or not to move?
That's so not the question.
So what is the question?
Whose move is it?
That's not the question.
See any good moves lately?
Keep trying.
The question is, what moves? These moves? These moves?
Get up, get out, find a way. Every day, swim, jump, run, do.
The question is, what moves you?
Get ready for the draft. Which players are at the top of teams' draft boards? What positions do teams need to fill? Break it all down with exclusive Senior Bowl and Combine footage. Path to the Draft. Weeknights at 6:30 only on NFL Network.
The sun setting outside AOL Arena in Hamburg. The Sea Devils trailing the Cologne Centurions 14-6 at the half. And take a look at the numbers for the second half, or rather from the first half. It has been an impressive job by the offensive line of Cologne up front and Derek Ross on the ground getting it done. They have run the football very well.
99 yards rushing. Now, we're not sure if Antoine Carter's going to be back. He kind of took a funny little cut, hurt his knee. We don't know how severe that is, but Derek Ross, hey, maybe he likes it that way, because this guy seems like he gets better and better with each carry. A big back like that, you know, they say they get into a groove as the game progresses. He's probably used to getting the ball late in games, running the clock out. This game is custom made for his style and the way that offensive line's blocking. The sky is the limit today for Derek Ross. He's having a great opportunity.
The turnover numbers you saw, one apiece, a little bit misleading because Cologne had their lone turnover in the first half on a Hail Mary at the end of the half. Meanwhile, they capitalized on Rod Rutherford's interception, capped it off immediately on Ross's touchdown run.
Right, quick turn of events. All of a sudden, Cologne, who started out the game looking pretty shaky, is right back on top of the things. They lead by 8.
Novak to kick off for the second half. Quentin Griffin back deep along with Parson, and this is Parson on the return. Across the 25 and now the 30. Parson's got running room before he gets clocked near midfield, but another good return for Hamburg.
He just got hammered by Martin Patterson. Jeez. Ran into a brick wall, Rich Parson did. Special teams coverage units are not looking good today, Chris. I mean, this is looking a little shabby, a little rough. These teams have to come together, stay in their lanes as they're covering kicks.
Well, we heard from Vince Martino during the week that he would decide after the first half which quarterback would play in the second half. And it's clear Casey Bramlett, much more impressive, led Hamburg on their only scoring drive of the day, gets the nod to start the third quarter. It's Griffin on first down. Breaks one tackle. Check that. It's Hollings in to start the second half. Guard down on the stop. Hollings had the touchdown earlier. We have not heard much from Quentin Griffin today. Had one big run on the first series, his first carry of the day, but since has been pretty quiet.
Had a nice kickoff return.
Hollings with his third carry, you're right.
Both these backs are so accomplished.
Hollings spent 3 years with the Texans. Was in training camp last year with the Colts. Picked up 8 on first down into Cologne territory. It's the call again. Takes it to the outside. First down and more to the 35-yard line. A good run for Tony Hollings, and now the Hamburg offense trying to amp it up a little bit.
Holding, number 73.
But this one is coming back.
10-yard penalty. Still second down.
That's Jeremy Parquette, the right tackle, who got called on a penalty at the end of the first half, who wasn't on the line of scrimmage. And Parquette out of Southern Miss, originally a 7th-round pick of the Chiefs. Called on the hold. Right there.
He's on the edge there. You cannot extend your arms like that when you're on the periphery of a run play like that. When it goes outside, they're going to call that every time. You know, Hamburg actually caught Cologne in a great defense against the run that time. That Cologne was in a nickel situation. They were outsized.
So the penalty will bring back the run of Hollings that had set them up at the 35. It's all the way back to their own 46-yard line. Griffin's only got 3 carries today, and Hollings back in there, and another penalty against Hamburg. See Hollings getting the nod to start the second half.
Before the snap, false start. Number 86, offense, 5-yard penalty, still second down.
Starting to get a little sloppy out there. Mike Pinkert, the tight end.
Once again, Cologne showing that nickel look as if they expect the pass.
Quentin Griffin, only 3 carries this afternoon. He's a guy that had such a terrific career at Oklahoma and got his NFL career off to a terrific start, but it's been a quiet day, especially after that first carry in the running game today. Bramlett to throw. Pressure coming. Goes down. Tyler King hits him, but right after that, he gets rid of the football on his way down. What a heads-up play by Bramlett to get the ball to Hollings. How did he ever get rid of that football?
Number 79, offense.
And it's coming back again.
Still second down.
This is sloppy. That is the left tackle, Cliff Washburn. I don't know how Casey Bramlett got rid of the football to begin with.
Nor I. That's incredible.
Take a look
Washburn
at the pressure
just gets beat. Washburn gets beat, has to hold to protect his quarterback. But Bramlett, wow. Talk about thinking on your feet. Magical play by Casey Bramlett. Too bad it accounts for nothing. Due to another penalty.
So a 2nd and 23 back to the 31-yard line. This drive going in reverse in a hurry. Hollings on the draw. To the outside. Across the 45 to the 47-yard line. Well, they've been effective when they can stay away from the penalties on this drive in the running game, because Hollings has gotten the call early, but the Sea Devils have just shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah, and once again, I would hope that that's attributed to the fact that this is early in the year. They are not playing as a cohesive unit. Anytime you have mistakes like that, you're not playing your top game.
So after the 15-yard gain, it'll be a 3rd down and 7, and a timeout called by Cologne, their first of the second half.
Cologne, their first charge timeout.
So the Centurions with an 8-point lead, trying to shut down Hamburg on 3rd down. When we return, stay with us. NFL Europa on NFL Network.
Is waxing your car just too much time and trouble? Hi, Billy Mays here for Simonized Liquid Diamonds. The fastest, most durable shine ever put in a bottle. Guaranteed. Only Liquid Diamond has a motorized sprayer head. Just pull the trigger and it delivers a professional, even clear coat over your entire car. Spray it on wet or dry over metal, chrome, trim, even the glass. It sprays on clear, dries clear, and never leaves a white residue. You just wipe and walk away. You put a whole new meaning to wax on, wax off. This car finish is toast, oxidized from bumper to bumper. Just pull the trigger on Liquid Diamond and watch as it deep penetrates to bring out the original shine and luster. You get a lightning fast showroom shine that repels just about anything. 200 gallons of construction yard mud and mess easily rolls right away. Even hot sticky road tar is no match for Liquid Diamond's non-stick surface. This hood is hot enough to fry an egg, but the sticky mess slides right off the side, protected by Liquid Diamond. Not even the scorching heat of fire can penetrate the barrier or stop the incredible Simonized shine. Call now and you'll receive a huge 32-ounce bottle of Liquid Diamond with motorized sprayer and a microfiber mitt for only $19.95. As a special bonus, we'll also include a set of 3 water-activated car wash mitts. You just add water to activate the soft touch soap that's in the mitt. Washing your car has never been easier. But call right now and we'll send you our Simonized Turbo Vac, the car vac with the muscle to pick up any mess. A $30 value, and it's yours free. You get it all. A whopping $80 value for only $19.95. Here's how to order.
To order, call 1-800-395-7153. That's 1-800-395-7153. Don't delay. Call now at 1-800-395-7153.
Their Sea Devils have not been able to muster very much offensively since early in this game, and they're faced with a big 3rd down and 7 upcoming as Cologne tries to get their offense back on the field. Casey Bramlett in the shotgun. Just over 12 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Pressure coming for Bramlett again, and it's intercepted. It's picked out of the air by Clifton Smith inside the 20, down to the 10-yard line. The middle linebacker, Johnny on the spot with the interception, and Cologne has it inside the red zone.
Great defense. Cologne was in man press once again. Clifton Smith looked like he was coming on a blitz, and then he said, you know what, maybe I need to drop off. Those are the instincts that Coach David Dugan talks about. David Duggan talked about, he was just so incredible. He's got a high football IQ. He knows where to be. He's got the ability to be there, the athleticism to be there. Great play, Clifton Smith.
Second turnover, second interception of the day for Hamburg. First of the day thrown by Bramlett. The ball at the 11-yard line. Ross to the outside, and Ross is in for the score, untouched. Cologne extends their lead. Second touchdown run of the day for Derek Ross. And again, the Centurions capitalize on the Hamburg turnover.
Number 78, offense.
But it's coming back. We talked about sloppy. I mean, this is just getting sloppier by the moment.
I'll tell you, it looked like clockwork. Looked like we were seeing a trend. Turnover, Cologne gets the ball and scores immediately the play after. On this play here, they're going to call the left tackle, John Alston, for a hold. Once again, he's on the perimeter. You cannot have your hands grasping an opponent's shirt and have your arms extended because the ref sees it. You can hold on every play as long as the ref doesn't see it, but they're going to see it if you're on the edge.
In at quarterback, the starter Quentin Porter on the quick wide receiver screen. Down inside the 15 to Jovan Bonites. Do me a favor, don't grab me. You threw me off there. You were explaining.
I was demonstrating. I was holding you.
He grabbed me by the right shoulder, and you can tell that John played in the NFL for a long time.
It was a light hold, a light grasp.
A light grasp that I now need some rotator cuff surgery for. I am that much of a wimp.
So
yes.
True.
So Porter in to start the second half at quarterback. The Centurions moved the ball very effectively with Eric Meyer, and play clock ran out, and another penalty.
Delay of game, number 5, offense, 5-yard penalty, still second down.
And that's the difference here in NFL Europe. You have a 35-second play clock, and it's not a 40-second play clock. So the plays have to be getting in a lot faster. If they're calling them upstairs, then the coach is relaying them from the sideline, and then the quarterback's relaying them to the team. That's a mouthful, and sometimes it takes a little too much time.
You could see David Duggan very frustrated on the sideline as you can tack on 5 more yards. The Centurions faced with the 2nd and 17. Porter plenty of time. Fires right and sideline inside the 10. Short of the first down, but not by much. Tremaine Hall out of NC State spent training camp last year with the Tennessee Titans, and in his career with the Wolfpack had 125 receptions, 12 touchdowns as well.
Good job here by Quentin Porter getting that ball out there. Doesn't hold on to it too long. The zone was a little soft. There you see Tremaine Hall just sitting right there.
Ross on 3rd and short, pushing forward, can't get much past the line of scrimmage. A great job by Ryota Ori, one of the national players from Japan, also on the stop, the middle linebacker Barry Robertson, property of the New York Giants. 4th down upcoming, and we will see the field goal unit for the Centurions and Nick Novak. Injured player down, and slow to get up is Bobby Blizzard, the tight end. He'll be helped off.
Receiver, number 78, eligible receiver.
So Novak will come out to try to extend the Cologne lead. Joel Stelly to hold. Novak sends it right down Broadway, and Cologne now has an 11-point lead as they once again come away with points off the big turnover. The interception by Clifton Smith sets them up in the red zone, and they come away with 3 more to make it an 11-point advantage. Hamburg trying to get things going offensively when we return.
Only Sprint has a network powerful enough to let you follow the NFL Draft on the go. Watch the drama unfold leading up to the NFL Draft with exclusive updates and coverage from the NFL Network on NFL Mobile. Access pre-draft analysis, news, and interviews. On draft weekend, tune in live to the NFL Network right on your phone. Switch to the Sprint Power Network and get NFL Mobile free. Sprint. Power up.
The Tennessee Titans select Vince Young, quarterback, University of Texas.
Young on the run.
Touchdown!
Titans!
All across the country, fans have made NFL Network one of the fastest growing networks in television history. So when you want access to the National Football League, connect to the place where football season never ends.
I kept seeing these commercials for starting a home-based business. Finally, I checked it out, and it changed my life. What was I waiting for?
Half of all U.S. businesses are home-based. What are you waiting for?
This free service helped me find the perfect home business.
All you need is a computer and a little desire.
Their free success kit made it simple.
Log on now to receive your free success kit.
I got started to supplement my retirement. Now I make $10,000 a month.
Money from my home business to buy a new home.
Home-based business is a $427 billion industry, and over 20,000 home businesses gross over $1 million.
I work only 3 days a week and make $9,000 a month.
We're making $12,000 a month.
And we have more family time.
I'm earning more and working less.
Log on to 138hbb.com. Everything you need to be successful in your home-based business is just a click away. So log on to 138hbb.com and start making money now.
I'm Mike Nolan, and you're watching NFL Network.
2 Hamburg turnovers have turned into 10 Cologne points as the Centurions have an 11-point advantage over the Sea Devils, and Clifton Smith out of Syracuse allocated by the Cleveland Browns with the interception to set up the Centurions for the Nick Novak 23-yard field goal to extend their lead. Novak to kick off. On the return, it's Parson. Had a good one last time. He crosses the 30. Not much more than that. And we will see Casey Bramlett and company once again. And Bramlett will try to reestablish himself after that interception on the last series.
Getting back to the coverage units, you know, it's kind of a rule of thumb on kickoffs that you want your cover guys to be at the 30-yard line when the ball is caught. Now, all these returns are coming out way past the 30-yard line. So either these guys are tired, their legs are still broken down from camp, they're not giving effort. There's something wrong here in the coverage units.
Justin Jenkins checking in at receiver. We're at AOL Arena in Hamburg, Germany. Chris Carlin along with John Ritchie for the opener of the 2007 NFL Europa season. And Casey Bramlett immediately does not like what he sees or was very confused by what Cologne was doing on defense and calls a timeout. And you're Vince Martino. You cannot be pleased about that. This early in the second half using a timeout, and you can tell he's a little bit annoyed. A couple of weeks away from the NFL draft, and of course you can catch all of the action with the draft right here on NFL Network. The coverage beginning on April the 28th, and certainly a lot of intrigue around that. What was your draft day like? What did you feel in terms of excitement leading up to the anticipation of getting drafted?
Well, you know, I had worked really hard to put myself in a position to, you know, possibly be drafted, but everything was so hush-hush. I was talking to a bunch of teams, getting a feel for where I would go, and the Oakland Raiders had not spoken to me at all. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, they picked me up, and it was John Gruden's first year there. He got on the horn and asked me, "Are you gonna bring some juice or what?" And I'm thinking, wow, this guy is intense. I like it.
Well, the Sea Devils with 10 former NFL draft picks on their roster, including Teo Johnson. Too much in common with John Ritchie. We'll tell you more about that in a moment as Scott McCready makes the reception for Hamburg and picks up a few yards on the stop Philippe Gardin. You mentioned earlier, Teo Johnson, the tight end from Stanford, was the 63rd overall pick of the Raiders in 2003, and you were the 63rd overall pick of the Raiders
in 1998
out of Stanford.
Yeah, it's eerie, isn't it?
A little bit.
Ooh.
When you talked to him this week on our discussion with him, he certainly was more than familiar with your work.
Yeah, I played with his brother Rial at Stanford.
Jermaine Allen on the call, picks up a couple of more yards. A national player from Hertfordshire, England. Complaining right there about being held. I know you did that a lot in your career. You complained all the time.
I never did. No, Teo Johnson. Now, this guy is a great athlete. He played basketball at Stanford when they were ranked #1 in the country. They won Pac-10s. He was a starter on that team. He was a fantastic standout wideout for Stanford. He left college after his sophomore year. Now he's learning the ropes as a tight end in the Professional Football League and professional football, and he's doing a great job.
He's allocated by the Denver Broncos. Bramlett to throw on third down. Hits McCready for a big gainer inside the 35-yard line. McCready with another big reception. And I'll tell you what, you watch Scott McCready play, you would never know he was a kid who grew up in England with not a huge exposure to football, but certainly he played at South Florida and has made a real impact. Second all-time leading receiver in NFL Europa.
Once again, there you see the man-to-man press defense that Cologne runs.
Still third down.
Oh, the cut up.
Coming back. And Teo Johnson called for pass interference.
That's the rub we're talking about. This is man-to-man press. That's a great rub. I mean, if they don't see it, it's a great rub. That's what you're looking for. Actually, if he wouldn't have stopped, if he would have kept
that
running,
was a little obvious.
Yeah, he made it a little obvious. But that's what you're going for. You have to be a little more discreet about it.
Let's be fair. He may as well have been standing at the top of the key on that play.
You're right, but it was kind of a moving pick. Picks of any sort are not allowed in football. But see, that's the basketball coming back to haunt him a little bit.
So the big gainer goes for naught and a long third down. Bramlett with pressure again. And again completes it to Johnson, but it looks like it's short of the first down by quite a bit. There are 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Cologne leading Hamburg 17-6. Beaten them 3 out of the 4 times that they've faced each other over the last 2 years, have the Centurions. Adam Anderson to punt it away, allocated by the Atlanta Falcons, his second year in NFL Europa. 2-time All-MAC punter from Western Michigan. Boots it away, pretty good kick. Sends Tremaine Hall to the sideline. And Anderson did his job for Hamburg, not giving Cologne an opportunity to try to return it. The Centurions with an 11-point lead over the Sea Devils. 7 minutes plus to go here in the third quarter, and Quentin Porter and company will attempt to get things going on offense. Once again, a little bit slow here in the third quarter, but they'll try to amp it up when we return.
I got out of the shower and I saw myself in the mirror and I thought, you look awful. I'm Mike Golick and I lost 51 pounds with Nutrisystem.
I'm Steve Berline and I lost 22 pounds with Nutrisystem.
Get real results with Nutrisystem for Men, the easy weight loss program that lets you eat great and lose weight.
Hey, these guys joined my team and lost weight. You can too.
Sean Salisbury, 35 pounds.
Jim Stuckey, 60 pounds.
Scott Conover, 100 pounds.
Hey, I lost 22 pounds.
Call or go online now to get 4 weeks of awesome food. Plus, through this special offer, you'll also get an extra week of hearty meals free.
Eat like a man and still lose weight.
Beating the Russians in hockey was hard. Losing weight on Nutrisystem? That was easy.
Our secret is the breakthrough science of the glycemic advantage that separates good carbs from bad. Now carbs are no longer off limits.
Burgers, pizzas, lasagna, pot roast, man food.
You got big taste,
bold flavor, hearty meals.
Real food for real men.
And every perfectly portioned Nutrisystem meal is delivered right to your door, and your shipping is free.
No counting, no measuring. It's a no-brainer.
If you want real results, the kind that get you noticed, then you have to order Nutrisystem today.
Hey, with Nutrisystem, chicks dig me. You know, my wife told me I'm not as disgusting to her as I used to be.
About $10 a day gets you 4 full weeks of rib-sticking meals.
Hey, Dan Marino, I'm the real skinny.
Hey, Marino, I lost 32 pounds.
But there's more. Order now and we'll send you an extra 7 breakfasts, 7 lunches, 7 dinners, and 7 desserts, a full week of food absolutely free.
If I can do it, anybody can.
If you can eat, you can lose the weight.
Hey, if I can get back in the game, so can you.
See how Nutrisystem can change your body and get a full week of food absolutely free. Call now.
Pick up the phone and lose weight.
Trust us, you will lose weight.
Beautiful evening on the Ulster, a tributary of the Elbe River. And right outside Hamburg, the Sea Devils not quite enjoying the view as much as others might tonight, and they're not enjoying the view of the scoreboard. Down 11 here in the third quarter. Derek Ross on the call. Doesn't find a whole lot of running room as he is stopped by Barry Robertson, the middle linebacker, and Quentin Porter so far. Relatively impressive at times, but really on the first series of this game struggled, has been okay since, but they have moved the ball much more effectively with Eric Meyer at the helm. Very surprised we didn't see him here in the second half. 2nd and 9 after the gain of 1. Porter to throw, the screen for Ross. Picking his way across the 25, lost the football.
You know, that is the second time we've seen him fumble the ball out of bounds. If you watch him when he makes his cuts, the ball comes out. The ball comes out when he cuts. That's the opposite of what you need to be doing. I've seen him run with the ball in the wrong hand, you know, going to the left with the ball in his right hand. That's a big no-no. Watch this cut. Ball comes out. As soon as you see that happen, if you're a defender, you come and punch that thing out. That's exactly what happened. He's doing a great job running the ball. He's tough to bring down. He's got speed. He's got all those tangible, measurable things. But coaching-wise, you got to get him to hold the ball tighter. You got to get him to cover it in traffic.
Porter on 3rd down. Going to try and pick it up himself, and he does just that. Good coverage downfield, but Quentin Porter with some good athleticism to get the Centurions another 1st down.
Quentin Porter's got some great athleticism. He is surprisingly fast for being 6'5", 230.
Porter's a guy that in college really battled injuries throughout at Boston College and never got the full opportunity to be the #1 guy for the Eagles. And really, one of the big things he said he needed to work on was just being able to handle the demands of the season. 1st down at the 36 of Cologne, and a little mix-up in the backfield, and Ross will lose a couple. Sean Mayer right there, along with Jimmy Verdon, the defensive end. Chris Carlin and John Ritchie at AOL Arena in Hamburg, Germany, for the opener of the 2007 NFL Europa season. The Cologne Centurions with a 17-6 lead over Hamburg. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Glad you could be with us as The action gets underway in NFL Europa. These two teams last year had disappointing seasons, but Hamburg ended in very good fashion, winning 3 in a row. They started 0-6-1 last season.
Right.
You see one of the Centurions a little bit banged up, being helped off the field. Cologne, that is Seppo Evwaye. That's the last time I'm going to try to pronounce it. Evwaye is how it's pronounced.
You know, he's the Finnish national.
Played at Nebraska.
Started 20 games in Nebraska. This guy's nasty. According to David Duggan, he says, we got guards that are nasty. I like Seppo.
2nd and 12 for Porter and company. Tried to hit Tony Curtis out to the outside, but Curtis was falling away as the football got there. Good coverage by Harden. The 3rd down upcoming with 5:19 to go in the 3rd as Porter gets the play from the sideline. Jeff Filkowski, the offensive coordinator, radioing it in. Burl Toller checking in. Cologne really came alive offensively in the 2nd quarter. They got 3 points off a turnover earlier here in the 3rd quarter, but have not moved the ball quite as effectively. Here's Ross on the draw. Nothing doing. Byron Hardman, the weak side linebacker, on the stop. It's been pretty cut and dry to me. We have a flag on the play. We'll see what the call is from Terry Brown.
Holding.
I was going to say it's been pretty cut and dry to me that they have just flat out moved the ball much better with Eric Meyer than Quentin Porter.
Holding. Number 67, offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of foul. 3rd down.
That's Seppo's sub, Keely Lafotu.
Allocated by the Washington Redskins. Originally a 7th-round pick of the Redskins a year ago. Was in training camp with them. But was cut and re-signed this offseason.
The penalty will be declined. 4th down.
Well, I would agree with you.
We'll see Joel Stelly to kick it away.
I think, you know, Quentin Porter, he's not had many opportunities thus far. But Eric Meyer has had few opportunities, but he's made more of those limited opportunities.
So Cologne to punt it away. Stelly has it blocked. Rolls back inside the 10. And Hamburg falls on it right at the 2-yard line. Jonathan Hurtado fell on top of it. Wow. And Hamburg will have the football inside the 5.
Jonathan Hurtado is the Mexican national player for the Hamburg Sea Devils. Wow, he does so much. He's really impressed Coach Vince Martino with his work ethic. He gets better and better every year. Just a hard-working player, hard-nosed kid.
And you can tell they came right after it up the middle. Looked like Tony Hollings is the one who blocked it. And Hurtado fell on it right at the 2.
Talk about a change of momentum right there.
So an excellent opportunity for Hamburg off a huge special teams play as Jonathan Hurtado is congratulated by his teammates on the sideline. And that is definitely what Hamburg needed to get things going, because they have struggled on offense since early in this game. Bramlett with a golden opportunity for Hamburg. For Jermaine Allen. And he can't find much running room to the 1.5.
Jermaine Allen, he's the English national, one of their English national players. Right there, he's got a lot of weight behind him, but he needs to find the hole quicker.
Now, let me ask you something. You have 2 big defensive tackles up front, and Vickerson and Tom Johnson, and you've got a guy like Allen, got decent speed. Why not try to run it to the outside when you've got that here?
Well, a lot of times you're putting it on your offensive line. You need to blow holes open. You got to lead back there.
That's Jimmy Verdon, the defensive lineman, who is in there as a fullback. Here's Allen.
There you go.
And he gets in for the score. The ball crossed the plane. That'll be a touchdown for Hamburg. And Jermaine Allen is in for the touchdown. He had 1 a year ago, just 25 carries last season for Hamburg. But this year, he has a touchdown in his first game of the year.
I'm a big believer in that route, in that approach. You were just questioning that, you know, why run it up the middle when you can run it outside with speed? Well, the fastest way to get to it, you know, the goal line is straight ahead. You got linemen for a reason. Have them get their pads underneath the D line, get some movement, take that lead back in there, crush the point of attack. I love it.
So Hamburg will go for 2 to try to make it a 3-point game. Hollings in the backfield behind Bramlett to throw. And dropped by McCready in the end zone. That's a catch that Scott McCready normally makes, and he could not come up with it.
Ooh, that's a tough catch. I'm shocked. That is a tough catch. Bramlett put it where only McCready could catch it. He had to go to his knees. It wasn't a perfect throw, not an easy catch, but one that he usually makes.
You see Jermaine Allen pick up the touchdown and just got over the top and crossed the plane. And then the 2-point conversion with McCready, and he is usually very sure-handed, and that was right in the breadbasket.
It's a great one-on-one move by McCready, like the little spin move, like he's playing in the low post. The ball comes out, got a little extra heat on it, not a perfect spiral. Sometimes that makes it tougher to catch. Low, inside hip. He should have made it. He knows he should have made it.
I'll throw one other one out at you. In this juncture of the game, 3.5 minutes plus to go in the third quarter, is it a little early to chase the 2-point conversion, especially when if you kick a 50-yarder, you can pick up 4? Is it a little early to start chasing the points?
Well, that's an interesting position. I was never a coach, and I'm glad for it, because those are tough decisions. I don't know. Well, you know what? I would take the extra point. I would, just because of that 4-point rule. You might as well take the points that are certain. And
not even just only because of that. You could score a touchdown later. I mean, you came up with one there off a big play on special teams. Who knows? You come up with a turnover. Now you're in a situation where you're chasing the points.
Right.
On the return, it's taken by one of the upbacks. That's George Goss. And that big special teams play was the punt block by Tony Hollings. You can see Stelly took his time, and Hollings did a great job.
Tony Hollings did a great job. The scheme of it was Tony Hollings started on the outside on the wing, came up underneath. Those blockers are setting back. They're setting back, trying to sort things out and lock onto someone. They set back too far. Tony Hollings comes underneath it all. There was confusion on the Cologne side, on the protection side of things. His speed allowed him to get in there, block that punt, turn this game around.
Ross on the call, shut down in the backfield. A terrific play by James Hargrave. Out of UConn, the strong side linebacker to knife in and shut the play down. Hollings with a touchdown earlier in this game, and now a punt block to set up the second score. He's had a terrific day for Hamburg.
Yeah, he's showing why he is a leader on this team.
So the Centurions will try to get things going on offense again. They really have struggled here in the second half. Only came up with 3 points, and that was off a turnover that gave them the ball deep in Hamburg territory. But on the screen, Derek Ross rather, has that first down by about a yard or so.
Did you see that initial cut that he made? He's a big guy now, and he can stick his foot in the ground and just make severe, abrupt cuts. The kind of cuts that make guys fall on the ground and look funny. Check this out. Watch this. Boom. Oh, no. Oh, James Hargrave. I hope you, in film study tomorrow, they might have a field day with that.
Ross to the outside, has 4.5, 5 more. Takes out a couple of our cameramen.
I'll tell you, he's scary. I would not want to stand in his way. Derek Ross, boy, he is a strong back. And as you saw the play before, after the catch, he's always finishing forward. He's always gaining yardage.
Number 78, offense, 10-yard penalty, still first down.
Tried to get to the outside, but apparently John Alston had a little too much help from his hands.
Well, you know, you're supposed to grab some cloth. It has to be within the framework of the defender's body. But right here, geez.
Ticky-tack?
Well, the guy ended up going down. It looked like he tackled him. It was a little, like I said, his arms were extended. That's the problem.
1st and 20 for Porter. for Bobby Blizzard across the 40. Picks up some of that yardage lost on the penalty. Harden on the stop, the corner on the outside. Bobby Blizzard out of North Carolina. And with Hamburg back in 2005. And had 34 catches, a couple of touchdowns. And actually against Cologne in a game back in 2005, had 8 catches for 97 yards. Spent some time with the Cardinals and Steelers. Play fake from Porter for Ross on the screen. To midfield, leaving a third and a manageable about 4.
I like Ross's hands. I like everything about him, except for the ball security issue.
Well, how does he correct that? I mean, that's certainly something that seems easily correctable, but what do you do?
You got to drill it. When he's cutting, he's taking the ball outside the framework of his body. It's an easy habit to get into. It's a hard habit to break. He should be covering that ball at all times with his opposite hand in traffic.
See if he gets an opportunity on 3rd and 3. Porter to throw. Fires it a first down to the 30-yard line. Nice grab by Burl Toller, his second catch of the day, and both of them have come in big situations. That goes for 20 yards. Ryota Ori on the coverage.
Burt Toller, Cal product. It's a little bit underthrown there by Quentin Porter. It's a great adjustment on the ball by Burl. He does have some good hands. That was really a very athletic play just to come back to that ball and to catch it before it hit the ground.
Ran track in high school, but he played for the Raiders. I thought you'd have a little more patience even though he went to Cal. Porter rolling out, taking off.
Nice run. I had mixed
very close to the first down. We'll see where they spot him.
Mixed feelings about the Cal/Oakland Raiders combination. It's bittersweet for me.
If it was Cal only, there'd be no question that you would have a personal vendetta. And another flag is down after Porter tried to pick up the first down.
That was a great job by Porter staying in bounds, writhing and spinning to get that ball past the flag.
And a defensive hold against Hamburg. Here's Terry Brown.
Holding. Number 42, defense. The penalty is declined. The results of the play, first down.
So he did get the ball across the marker on the outside for that first down. So hence the declined penalty and the hold on Byron Hardman, the weak side linebacker. Again, good athleticism from Porter, though.
Sure, yeah, he's impressive. Impressive with the ball under his arm.
Cologne back in the red zone. Ross picking his way to the 16. 4-yard gain. Under 30 seconds to go as time winds down here in the third quarter. 5-point lead for Cologne. Hamburg went for 2 after blocking a punt, scoring a touchdown 2 plays later. But Scott McCready, their outstanding wide receiver, couldn't find the handle. Sunset here in Hamburg, a beautiful evening for football as we open up the 2007 NFL Europa season. And that'll do it for the third quarter. We've got 15 minutes to go and a terrific game between Cologne and Hamburg. It's going to come right down to the wire as Cologne driving with this 5-point lead, trying to put this game out of the reach of the Sea Devils.
Pressure. Enemy of engines. Enemy of pressure. Pennzoil Platinum Full Synthetic with adaptive molecules that continually join forces to help conquer pressure.
It was just dragging on and on and on. And finally got the phone call from Dan Reeves. Said, congratulations, do you want to be an Atlanta Falcon? And all the tension that I had all went out the window.
The NFL Draft, live on NFL Network.
Boxing's Fighter of the Year and its most electrifying warrior. Heat things up in a blaze of glory. Manny Pacquiao's vicious shots have brought some of the sport's biggest names to their knees. He's ready to add another victim to his collection. Manny Pacquiao takes on Mexico's Jorge Solis in a 12-round bout and an explosive showdown. Two-time world champion Jorge Arce faces bitter rival and world super flyweight champion Christian Miades. Also in action, the son of the legend, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Saturday, April 14th, live on DirecTV pay-per-view, channel 123.
Bring your baseball team home all season long with MLB Extra Innings on DirecTV. Whether you're a Chicago fan living in the East or a New York fan living out West, catch your favorite team no matter where you live with up to 60 out-of-market games a week. Non-stop baseball action you don't want to miss. And new on-screen scores and stats. Make every game a home game with MLB Extra Innings on DirecTV. Order by April 15th and save $40.
I'm Marvin Lewis, and you're watching NFL Network.
I'm Matt Smith, and this is NFL Network Now. While attending a boxing event in Tunica, Mississippi, Pac-Man Jones made clear his intentions to appeal the year-long suspension handed down Monday by NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell. Jones, who has had a number of legal transgressions since being drafted by the Titans, spoke to an ESPN reporter Friday night saying, quote, "For the most part, I think it was a little bit harsh. I expected the suspension, but for a whole year, for a guy that hasn't been charged with nothing, I really didn't agree with it. But for the most part, I'm taking it like a man. I'm going to appeal it, and we'll see what the future brings. Clearly, I'm made to be the poster boy." The outlook on Dante Culpepper's future in South Florida isn't clear or bright. According to the Sun-Sentinel, head coach Cam Cameron has said if Culpepper is healthy, he'll have a place there, but he's a work in progress. However, Culpepper is in Miami, rehabbing that injured knee and moving forward as though he will be a member of the Dolphins this upcoming season. This is NFL Network Now.
One of the beautiful sights in downtown Hamburg as we begin the fourth quarter. Cologne on top of the Sea Devils, 17-12, and the Centurions trying to put a little more distance between themselves and Hamburg. And here's Ross running to the outside, picking up 4.5 yards.
That's a nice gain, but ball was in the wrong hand. He really needs to work on his ball handling. When you take a handoff and you're going left, the ball goes in your left hand.
Our referee, Terry Brown, and another flag down. This game has really gotten sloppy from a penalty standpoint. We'll ask him to sort it out for us. Fill us in, Terry.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Number 24, defense. Penalty is half the distance to the goal from the end of the run. First down.
And that is just a mistake that Lamont Reed cannot afford to make for Hamburg. Down by 5, and your defense is trying to stiffen up a little bit, and that was after the play as well.
That's inexcusable.
And it sets him up down at the 6-yard line as Quentin Porter trying to lead the Centurions on a scoring drive to put this game beyond a one-score game. Ross bouncing to the outside, breaking tackles, but good gang tackling led by Trent Bray, allocated by the Houston Texans, the weak side linebacker. Last 2 seasons, these two teams have squared off in Cologne for the 3rd straight year, trying to beat the Sea Devils in the opener. They've won 3 out of 4 times over the last 2 years, have the Centurions. And the Sea Devils find themselves in a bit of a pickle right now. Early in the fourth quarter, cannot afford to fall behind by 2 scores. 2nd and goal upcoming after the 1-yard gain, and now Hamburg spends a timeout. You could see Jimmy Verdon, the defensive end, call it, not liking what they saw.
Timeout. Hamburg.
Quentin Porter
charge timeout.
checking with the personnel on the field, and he has led the Centurions on this drive, and he'll try to cap it off with Cologne with a score when we return. They lead by 5, looking to put the game out of reach.
Have a good day.
Hello? This is Scott from Brinks Home Security. Are you all right?
No, I think someone tried to break in the front door.
I'm sending help right now.
Brinks Home Security protected this family, and they can help protect yours, too. The Brinks J.D. Power and Associates Award-recognized monitoring center can provide a quick link to the authorities 24 hours a day. Call Brinks now and get a free security system needs analysis. The Brinks Standard System, a Consumer's Digest Best Buy, installed for just $99, and a second keypad installed free. That's a $125 value. Plus, you could save up to 20% on your homeowner's insurance.
Thank you so much.
Brinks Home Security, dedicated to rapid response and peace of mind 24 hours a day. Call now.
67 was a very, very tough year for Coach Lombardi, and you can literally see him age as the months pass.
America's game.
Cologne's offense with a golden opportunity to make this a two-score affair in the opener of the 2007 NFL Europa season. Quentin Porter starting to move the football with Cologne.
Craig Coble at fullback.
Porter to throw for the end zone and a touchdown. In the back of the end zone, it's the tight end Bobby Blizzard to extend the Centurions lead. A nice play fake by Porter and a nice throw. Good touch for Blizzard.
Absolutely. Really, really pretty throw. Bobby Blizzard, he's a big target. 6'4", 266 pounds. Maybe a little lighter because he was sick earlier in training camp. But he's a big target. Quentin Porter put it where only Bobby could catch it, and it was nice and soft, laid down right into his hands.
So Blizzard with the score, trying to do in his former team, played for the Sea Devils 2 years ago, as Nick Novak adds the extra point to make it a 12-point game. Now, I'll point out the obvious, and maybe this is a bit of a stretch, but had Hamburg kicked the extra point earlier, they'd just be down 11 and 2 scores. In other words, just a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. But nonetheless, Blizzard's touchdown gives them the 12-point lead.
Well,
my point is it would have made it a little more manageable.
In hindsight, possibly. I agree with you. But that was a great throw, as you saw there. The play fake really drew the defense up. Couldn't have been thrown any more perfectly by Quentin Porter. And a great catch, great concentration by Bobby Blizzard.
And the first time that Porter has really been able to lead the team on a significant scoring drive today, taking almost 5 minutes off the clock on that touchdown drive. The catch by Blizzard. There's Shane Andrus, who has struggled in the kicking game today. So now it technically still is. So here, let me set it up for you, okay? He's missed 2 extra points today. They missed just the 1 extra point, and they went for 2 on the other one. But
missed a field goal.
Had they just gone for it now, right now they're in a situation where they need a touchdown, 2-point conversion, and then the 4-point 50-yard field goal. So they're still there, but it's a bit more of a stretch.
It's a lot of math right there.
On the return, one of the upbacks, that's the linebacker Robertson. And now we will see the Hamburg offense. And it's Rod Rutherford back in at quarterback. Casey Bramlett threw an interception earlier, but Rutherford gets the 4th quarter. Your thoughts on the move?
Well, give them both equal opportunities. This is a league that allows guys to come out and show what they can do. I think it's great. Let them go out there and do his stuff.
The backup has to play at least a quarter in the game. Here's Quentin Griffin. And generally speaking, the coaches make that quarter the 2nd quarter. And you might see them stick with them if they are doing some things well offensively, like Cologne did with Eric Meyer earlier. And now we see Rutherford, who played the 2nd quarter, threw an interception that turned into a score 1 play later on a Derek Ross touchdown. But he gets another opportunity after Bramlett threw an interception earlier, but also punched it in for a score. That was just a 2-yard drive, though, after a punt block. Rutherford slipping and sliding in the backfield, trying to point out some blockers, and crosses the 40-yard line. Rutherford really looks like he has struggled with his footing today. Him in particular, even though it looks slippery.
Yeah, you're right. He has been slipping around. Now, there are different size cleats guys can wear. A lot of guys that are speed guys, they like to wear something called the Nike Tiempo. It's got like molded little soccer-type cleats in it. That would not be appropriate. You can see the grass is long, a little bit damp as it was raining earlier today. You need at least a 1/2-inch cleat, maybe a 3/4 inch even. The Tiempos are like I don't know, Quarter
inch?
Nah, not even. They're bigger than that, but they're just not very grippy.
Rutherford on third down, and McCready can't find the handle as Jerron Wisham, who had the interception earlier, was there on the coverage. But another penalty. Here's Terry Brown.
Personal foul. Roughing the quarterback. Number 90, defense. Hitting the quarterback low. Penalty is 15 yards. First down.
Just a mistake that Tom Johnson cannot afford to make for the Centurions.
Big break for Hamburg.
And that's a third down play that was,
right,
in essence, stopped.
Right.
And it gives them life on the drive. McCready couldn't find a handle again. Second time we've seen that today.
I think that was a good play by Jerron Wisham, though, too, getting that ball out of there. Now, Tom Johnson, he's flying around. He's trying to get to the quarterback. Dives maybe a little late. Comes up with a really big penalty. It's too bad.
Well, the call certainly late on the hit and also down low toward the knees. Rutherford to throw, and it's picked off. It's intercepted by John Saldi, the linebacker. Another interception thrown by Rutherford, and again Cologne has terrific field position, and they have picked up their third turnover of the day. Rod Rutherford has thrown 2 interceptions. The first one turned into 7 for Cologne, and they've got great field position once again.
Yeah, the first pick that Rod threw was not his fault. It was tipped maybe a little high. This one right here, his back is not even looking his way. He's trying to get it out there to Quentin Griffin, who's running upfield. That's just not a good decision right there. John Saldi, who's 6'4", 250 pounds, makes a pretty nice run back. Changes the field, decides to hold on to the ball at the end. That's a great defensive play.
And the ball lost by Ross again. Ross has not been able to hold on to the football, and he's been very fortunate as all 3 of his fumbles have bounced out of bounds.
Well, that's the thing. He's had such a great game. He's been so productive. But then you look at the fact he's fumbled the ball. I don't care if it's out of bounds or not. Fumbled the ball 3 times out of bounds.
Second down.
That's just, well, at least he was carrying the ball in the proper hand. You can tell he likes to carry it in his right hand. There he had it in the proper hand, his left hand, and he just didn't have a good feel for it. That's something that needs to be corrected.
So they lose yardage on the spot, and it's second down, and back in at quarterback is Eric Meyer, and he could not find Ross on the screen pass. So Meyer back in, had terrific success in the second quarter in leading Cologne on offense. And he gets another opportunity here in the fourth quarter following Quentin Porter having some success after struggling early. Meyer, 6'1", 215 from Eastern Washington. Threw for over 10,000 yards and 84 touchdowns in his career in 1AA. Meyer to throw on third down. Not much downfield and shut down. Trent Bray on the stop. So Cologne with a golden opportunity, good field position, not able to do much. Credit the Hamburg defense for shutting them down.
That's a coverage sack right there. I think Eric Meyer was trying to make something happen. He says he feels like he can do stuff when he breaks the pocket, feels confident throwing the ball on the move. But hey, no one's open. He did the smart thing, took the sack, ducked under the arm of the attacking defender who was trying to take his head off. Smart play.
So here's Joel Skelly to punt it away. Had it blocked last time. Kick, they'll let it bounce. And it takes a Hamburg bounce out to the 27-yard line, and wisely picked up for a moment, tried to return it as Cologne wasn't touching it. Ben Ishola, defensive end, picked it up. Vince Martino in his first season as head coach of the Hamburg Sea Devils, because Jack Bicknell, the legendary coach in NFL Europa, resigned on March 28th due to health concerns. His NFL Europa coaching career included stops in Barcelona, Scotland, and here in Hamburg. Bicknell won 1 World Bowl championship, made 4 World Bowl appearances, and 1 championship coming back in 1997 with Barcelona, and his 73 wins, the most in NFL Europa history. And A longtime assistant, 30-year assistant Vince Martino gets the opportunity. And Tony Hollings on the call, picks up a couple of yards to the 28-yard line on first down. And what a career for Jack Bicknell. Of course, coached at Boston College and then came over. And from 2001 until just this season in training camp was the head coach of this franchise. Hamburg moved from Scotland a few years ago, and from Barcelona to Scotland a few years before that. Bramlett back in for Jenkins on the sideline, who makes the reception, and no big surprise that you see Casey Bramlett back into the game following Ron Rutherford's interception. Chris Carlin, John Ritchie at AOL Arena in Hamburg, Germany for the opener of the 2007 NFL Europa season. Cologne and Hamburg, and the Sea Devils trailing by 12 with 9.5 to go on offense here in the fourth quarter. Casey Bramlett, and a quarterback, has thrown an interception today. A shotgun on a third down play. Fires it left, and it's caught by McCready, who has the first down. Scott McCready had a couple of drops in the last two series, one on a two-point conversion, but he comes up with a big third down reception there to keep the Hamburg drive alive.
That's a great grab right there. You see all these catches he's making, they're in tight man-to-man press coverage. That's just him using his body at, like he's posting up against the defender. That's a great job of body awareness. Great catch the ball with the hands, secure the catch, and get a first down.
So Bramlett at the 45-yard line, the quick throw right from McCready to the outside, cuts back inside the 20, down the sideline, he'll take it the distance. Touchdown Hamburg on the quick wide receiver screen pass. Scott McCready goes down the sideline and picks up the score, and they're down 6.
That's all Scott McCready. This guy has a Super Bowl ring, which, I'm extremely jealous about. But seeing plays like this, you know what? He deserves a ring. He deserves that Super Bowl ring. He was a member of the Patriots practice squad. Got that ring back when they won the Super Bowl a few years back. He said he's been working on his conditioning so that he can, in the fourth quarter, be as fresh as in the first. Because he's doing a lot of running out there. All these routes really take a lot out of him. Right there, he had more left in his tank than those defenders did. Outran them. Beautiful play.
And they'll go for 2 to try to make it a 4-point game. Bramlett, plenty of time. Now he goes down. On the stop, the defensive end, Jason Hall. And again, we see earlier from chasing those points coming back to bite you a little bit. So they're down 6, but a terrific play by Scott McCready on the quick screen from Bramlett. And McCready did the rest of the work to cut into the Cologne lead. Scott McCready, the second all-time leading receiver in NFL Europa history in his 6th season, trying to bring his team back. And they still trail by 6 because they could not convert on that 2-point conversion. Stick with us. This one is shaping up to be a good one.
Is waxing your car just too much time and trouble? Hi, Billy Mays here for Simonized Liquid Diamond. The fastest, most durable shine ever put in a bottle. Guaranteed. Only Liquid Diamond has a motorized sprayer head. Just pull the trigger and it delivers a professional, even clear coat over your entire car. Spray it on wet or dry over metal, chrome, trim, even the glass. It sprays on clear, dries clear, and never leaves a white residue. You just wipe and walk away. You put a whole new meaning to wax on, wax off. This car finish is toast, oxidized from bumper to bumper. Just pull the trigger on Liquid Diamond and watch as it deep penetrates to bring out the original shine and luster. You get a lightning-fast showroom shine that repels just about anything. 200 gallons of construction yard mud and mess easily rolls right away. Even hot, sticky road tar is no match for Liquid Diamond's non-stick surface. This hood is hot enough to fry an egg, but the sticky mess slides right off the side, protected by Liquid Diamond. Not even the scorching heat of fire can penetrate the barrier or stop the incredible Simonized shine. Call now and you'll receive a huge 32-ounce bottle of liquid diamond with motorized sprayer and a microfiber mitt for only $19.95. As a special bonus, we'll also include a set of 3 water-activated car wash mitts. You just add water to activate the soft touch soap that's in the mitt. Washing your car has never been easier. But call right now and we'll send you our Simonized Turbo Vac, the car vac with the muscle to pick up any mess. A $30 value and it's yours free. You get it all. A whopping $80 value for only $19.95. Here's how to order.
To order, call 1-800-395-7153. That's 1-800-395-7153. Don't delay. Call now at 1-800-395-7153.
7 catches for 100 yards and a 55-yard touchdown for Scott McCready, and he did all the work himself on the quick screen.
Great open field running. You know, these guys definitely are tired at this point in the game. He told us, that's the thing I'm working on. This whole offseason, I've been working on my stamina, my wind. Paid off there.
Third 100-yard game of his career. His father was a pilot in the Royal Air Force in England, and that's fitting because he just took off. That was a terrific play.
Wow.
What do you think? A little bit of a stretch right there?
Poetic.
A little bit of a stretch on my part?
No. No, I like that. That works for me.
I appreciate it.
I'm a big Scott McCready fan. You know what? You can say whatever you want about him, and I will back you because I really like that guy.
It's the kickoff. Tremaine Hall on the return. And a terrific return to begin the game, and gets out to the 35-yard line for Cologne with a 6-point lead. 8:25 to go here in the fourth quarter, and Eric Meyer will come out for his second series of the fourth quarter. Try to lead Cologne back down the field to make it a 2-score game once again. But one thing to keep in mind, it's a 6-point game right now, but a couple of times today, Hamburg has gone for 2 and it has not worked out. Meyer to throw, has it batted down.
Now this is what I don't understand. Cologne comes out and Hamburg comes out in a nickel defense, assuming Cologne is going to pass it. Why are they wanting to pass it at this stage in the game? They've got a great running game. Why not just rack it up? Keep pounding Ross up the middle. He's 13 yards away from 100 yards. Grind the clock down. Take this game home.
Ross gets the call on 2nd and 10, trying to bust it to the outside and tracked down from behind by Sean Mayer, the strong safety and the captain of this defense. So now you're faced with a 3rd down and long. Throwing it on 1st down, it's a head scratcher.
Right. I guess you know you're looking to be unpredictable as a play caller. You do have your intelligent and accurate Eric Meyer in there, who's made some pretty throws. I guess it's a gamble they were willing to take.
So Meyer with a big 3rd and 9. Has made some big throws all day. Makes another one to Burl Toller to midfield. And he should have enough for the Cologne 1st down. Burl Toller has come up 3 times with big receptions for this Cologne offense.
Big game. He is a clutch wide receiver.
But there's a flag.
Number 42, defense. 5-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
So for once, we don't see the big play negated for the offense by a penalty. It goes against the defense.
Right. Now, once again, on that 1st down, Eric Meyer threw the ball on the move. He was pushing up in the pocket, running forward, avoiding pressure. He's able.
Penalty is declined.
You can see Toller just crossing under the middle.
Crossing underneath the lip of the zone. Just kind of having a feel for the soft spot in that zone. Comes up underneath, has a guy fall down, which helped his cause quite a bit. But Eric Meyer really has a nice touch on that ball on the move.
So a 1st down near midfield, and Ross gets the call, and Ross has got some running room, runs into his own man. 1st down and more, and he's over 100 yards for the day on that 15-yard run.
Now that's a great run once again, but I'm going to harp on this. He is not carrying the ball properly. He will continue to fumble unless he starts tucking this ball away. Look how far away the ball is from his body. Every cut, he takes the ball out. You know what? The speed of the game is way too high to do that whenever you cut. Whenever you feel like putting that ball out, that is not going to work, Derek. I need to work with you. I need to come over there and show you some stuff. I can't run anymore, but I can carry a ball around my house.
Barry Robertson shaken up. Ross over 100. Two-time Division II All-American was Derek Ross at Tarleton State. Where is Tarleton State, you ask?
I think it's
outside Dallas.
Yeah, right, there you go.
Robertson shaken up, allocated by the Giants. It's about 30 miles outside Dallas in Stephenville, Texas.
Okay. Nice.
I'm going to take care of the folks from Tarleton State.
Yeah.
Meyer checking with the sideline, and his headphones may not be working, or his radio may not be working in his helmet. Just didn't hear it for a moment.
And maybe it's loud there out on the field. You know, like the Hamburg fans are in the stands. They all have whistles and drums. They're trying to make it tough on Cologne.
Here's Meyer. Left for Blizzard, who didn't have the handle. Thought maybe he did for a moment, and just in case, make that Tony Curtis, the other tight end. Blizzard had the catch earlier in the game for the score. Curtis, you could tell, almost thought he might have had it for a half second and wanted to fight to get the ball in case it was ruled a fumble.
Right, that's a common mistake you see guys make. They catch the ball with their back to the defenders, and they try to turn around too quick before they've secured that ball. You have to secure the ball first and then turn upfield. Once again, a great pass, a great touch pass on the move by Eric Meyer.
Another big third down and long. Meyer converted last time, and the Centurions are forced to call a timeout before the big third down play. So the Hamburg defense has come up a couple of times with some stops, but Burl Toller had a big catch moments ago on third down. We'll see if they can make another big play. Players who have made big plays throughout their collegiate career will be looking a couple of weeks toward the NFL draft, and we'll have all the coverage right here on NFL Network 2 weeks from today, starting on Saturday, April the 28th. Front-to-back coverage. Catch everything that goes on with the draft right here on NFL Network. Can you say gavel to gavel? We go with that?
Gavel to gavel.
Everything.
That's exciting. I mean, for a lot of these kids, it's an opportunity of a lifetime. You just don't know what's going to go down on draft day. There's always big surprises. Entertainment in its most pure, quintessential form.
I have always been one of those guys that will sit front to back and will be as locked in on the 6th, 7th round as I am on the first round.
It's neat. It's neat. There's always guys that come out of the woodwork and surprise you.
A big third down and 8 for Eric Meyer and company. Converted the last one. Meyer with the pressure coming. Can't find Bobby Blizzard, just threw it away over his head. Blizzard well covered, and the pressure was in the backfield in a hurry as Meyer was rolling out to the left. And right there on the pressure was Justin Kerpakis, the defense end.
Kerpakis. Justin, tell your brother to Kerpay me. He owes me money from college. We went to Michigan together. Took my glasses and lost them.
Right now, everybody's wondering what the heck
I just got
about.
some glasses. I needed glasses. I got some glasses. I spent my...
Parson on the
smart catch.
Punt return.
Yeah, so I had these new glasses. You know, as a college sophomore, that's a lot of money.
Right. About 180 bucks?
180 bucks, something like that. So I had these new glasses. I can see again. And Chris Kerpakis, giant offensive tackle, Justin's older brother, comes in. He just transferred from Notre Dame. Hey, sweet glasses. Let me try them on. Tries them on, and then walks away, walks down the hall. I can't stop him because he's a behemoth of a man, 6'6", 230 pounds. And they never came back.
They lost him.
He lost him. He wore him to a frat party or something. They never came back with him. So either he owes me or Justin owes me. I'm going to find him.
Well, I think it's tough to hang that on Justin.
Kerpay me. Kerpakis.
Hamburg with the football back, and Quentin Griffin on first down for a couple of yards. I'll tell you, just in talking to you about that for the weekend, I knew it was going to come up. You were very passionate about that. That is something that you have never let go of.
No.
Like, there are incidents in your life that scar you, and clearly losing those glasses was among those incidents.
I hope Chris is at home. I hope Chris Kerpegas is watching his brother perform in this game, and he feels the guilt, just as I feel the sting that all those years has just built within me.
And if so, Chris, don't be afraid to put a check in the mail. Try to make right.
Yeah, that's right.
Flag down before the ball was snapped. Casey Bramlett having trouble with the handle. Sloppy affair, not only the field, but the penalties as well.
Offside, number 91, defense, 5-yard penalty, still second down.
Justin, I don't hold it against you. It's all your brother. I acknowledge that.
Yeah, ironically, when he put that water in his eyes, looks like he had a little trouble seeing. Could have used a pair of glasses.
They weren't even his prescription. I don't know why he was wearing them.
And they weren't even like sunglasses. They were
real prescription glasses.
I tell you, there are times when I talk to you and it seems like you are a Seinfeld episode.
Yeah. Right.
2nd and 4.
Big drive here, by the way. I mean, this is the crux of the game.
Down by 6. Bramlett looking right and connects with Justin Jenkins on the sideline. It is a catch as he found the handle and kept both feet in bounds before he fell out.
Nice grab.
And a first down for Hamburg.
Justin Jenkins is a steady, sure-handed performer for Hamburg.
He is a guy that you talked about earlier in this game that you feel has a lot of ability because you spent some time with him in training camp.
I did. I've seen him perform on a very steady basis, and he's very athletic, works hard, hard-nosed. I really like Justin Jenkins. 17
touchdowns in his career at Mississippi State. Ties him for the all-time record with Eric Moulds. Griffin on first down, a couple of yards. McKinley Boykin, the guy at defensive tackle, 6 foot 288 out of Ole Miss on the stop, along with Kevin Vickerson. Vickerson, a guy that has plenty of ability, allocated by the Dolphins. He was inactive, but on the roster for all 16 last year for Miami. But David Duggan told us during the week that he just needs to play with a lot more fire and passion on every play.
Right.
And he'll pick it up, that trait in NFL Europa. Bramlett with the clock under 4 minutes on 2nd and 7. And just leaves it a little bit short of Marcus Maxwell on the sideline. Cedric Holt there on the coverage. So a third down upcoming for Hamburg, and they're in a situation right here where the clock is not their friend, down by 6.
Right. I guess this is 4-down territory at this point, considering the way that Cologne has been able to run the ball and grind the clock. That Cologne defense isn't doing Casey Bramlett any favors either. They're stemming, they're shifting guys around, making a tough read.
Hamburg has struggled on third downs, just 2 of 8. Bramlett with time fires, and it's dropped by Josh Davis at midfield. That's inexcusable for Davis.
Jeez, that ball was right there. Right there, that's a first down. Now, once again, he kind of got the alligator arms. His back was to the defenders. Did he try to turn too early?
Well, he saw Clifton Smith right there ready to lower the boom, and maybe just got that feeling that...
That's why they call them the alligator arms. Alligator's arms are this just little T-Rex arms sticking out. That's what he did. He pulled them in.
Adam Anderson to boot it away. Fair catch called for by Tremaine Hall at the 30-yard line. And for the Centurions on offense, this game is now in the hands of Derek Ross, because with 3.5 to go, it is his job to go out there and chew this clock up.
He is their only back that is left. Now, mark my words. If Hamburg, you listen, and listen close. Derek Ross, he's a great back. You got to tackle him low and gang tackle him. But while you're gang tackling, strip that ball out, because he holds it loose. This could be a deciding factor.
Ross in that one-back set. Gets the call. right up the gut. Running room, 6 yards, and a cloud of dust.
Did you see him look where he was going before the snap? I'd pay attention to that too if I were Hamburg. Linebackers, call it out where he's going. He looked right where he was going before the snap.
Telegraphing it a little bit.
These are all little correctable issues, though. I mean, this guy is a great talent.
Hamburg really not a lot of help with only 1 timeout remaining. Cologne has 2, and they will do their best to churn out the clock. Ross on 2nd and short. Shut down. Trent Bray, among others. Kirpakis there. And also Roberts in the middle linebacker. So that'll leave a 3rd down, and that will get down close. They'll have to snap it one more time before the 2-minute warning. Ross can put Cologne in an excellent situation if he can find a way to pick up this 3rd down conversion. And if you're Hamburg right here, you're completely stacking the box, aren't you?
Yeah. Basically, they ran inside zone to the right, came back with inside zone to the left. You would expect something similar on 3rd down.
Hamburg, it appears, have called their last timeout with 2:40 left. They reset the clock to 2:40 where they called it, so they don't have any left. And that certainly puts them in a bit of a bind. They have the 2-minute warning to work with, but nonetheless, they don't have a whole lot of time. They need to come up on defense, make this stop, and try to get something going on offense. 3rd down, and call it about 4.5, 5 yards upcoming. So it's in the hands of Ross. We expect him to get the call. Meyer play fakes. The pressure is there. He throws, and it's complete for the 1st down to Bobby Blizzard. A gutty call by Jeff Filkowski, the offensive coordinator for Cologne, to go away from Ross, which is exactly what Hamburg expected, and they pick up the 1st down to Blizzard.
Wow, you got to give Eric Meyer some credit there. Fake the stretch to the right, turn your back to the defense, roll out to the left as a right-handed quarterback, flip your hips around, get that ball out there with Justin Kirpakis in your face. That is a very strong play by Eric Meyer.
2 tight ends. Now Ross will get the call. Across midfield for a couple of more. And that should bring us down close to the 2-minute warning and right to the 2-minute warning. So a terrific play call by Jeff Filkowski and a nice play by Bobby Blizzard, who had a touchdown reception earlier in this game to help Cologne to their 6-point lead. And at the same time, Hamburg giving up on a debilitating 3rd down play. A 1st down pretty much wins it here for the Cologne Centurions. We are at the 2-minute warning, and Cologne has the football. 2nd down when we return with a 6-point lead. Looking to put this one in the cooler in the NFL Europa opener.
The NFL and United Way know the only cure for a natural disaster is a human response. Help the NFL and United Way rebuild communities. Find out how at unitedway.org.
When it comes to going bald, you now have a choice. Advances in medical science have resulted in the world's first and only permanent solution to hair loss.
It is your real hair. It's your natural hair. You wash it, you cut it, you swim with it.
Bosley is the world's most experienced hair restoration experts, having pioneered virtually every major advancement in the art and science of hair restoration.
I'm very satisfied, very happy with what I've done. This has got to be one of the best decisions I've made in my life, I'll tell you that.
Bosley Hair Restoration is a relatively simple outpatient procedure. The results look completely natural, and it's affordable on nearly any budget. Call the toll-free number now to receive your free, no-obligation information kit that will help you decide if hair restoration at Bosley is right for you. You don't have to accept going bald. Do something about it right now.
Call 1-800-927-6091. That's 1-800-927-6091. Call now.
To a teenager, every obstacle can seem insurmountable. Pittsburgh Steeler Troy Polamalu
It's not that hard. Come on.
knows that with a little support, they can overcome anything.
Let's go, man.
But he can't be there for every teen that needs help. You know a few words of encouragement.
You can do it. Come on.
Maybe you could give him a hand. Help the NFL and United Way strengthen your community. Volunteer at unitedway.org.
Count down the NFL's top 10s. Debate topics from around the league. Who's the best? Who's the worst? Everybody has an opinion. And here's ours. NFL's Top 10, Wednesday at 9, only on NFL Network.
Hi, I'm John Gruden, and you're watching NFL Network.
Hamburg burned on defense a moment ago on a big third down play as the Centurions rolled the dice, and it came up 7, but maybe they got a little help.
Yeah, you'll see Derek Ross right here. After the play fake, you see him on the left of the screen, number 20. He grabbed number 42, Byron Hardman. He's play faking, supposed to take someone with him. When he didn't buy the fake, Ross held him.
There's Ross, who's had trouble holding onto the football today. Holds on to it on second down and picks up a couple of more yards. More time going off the clock as the Sea Devils don't have any timeouts remaining, as you see. So they'll just have to hope for the best, try to come up with a third down stop, and then to punt the football away, the Centurions would not be a whole lot of time for Hamburg to try to work with. They did have a punt block earlier in this game, if you'll remember. Of course, Tony Hollings blocked the punt of Joel Skelly. That set up a Hamburg touchdown. Ross on 3rd and 5 to the outside, fighting forward. He'll be close. Tony Curtis thinks they have it. It depends on the spot. David Duggan thinks they have it. We'll see if the officials agree. It is very close. It is a first down for the Centurions, and that will put this one in the icebox for Cologne to open the 2007 NFL Europa season, as Ross needed 5. He got 5 1/4.
Great run by Derek Ross. Great run. Just kind of ride the wave, push it up inside like that. But he did get away with one on that play action. The stretch and roll out left by Eric Meyer. He grabbed a little too much cloth. But if they don't see it, hey, not a penalty.
119 yards on the ground for Derek Ross. A terrific effort for Cologne. David Duggan told us they wanted to run the football, and they did just that with a very physical offensive line as well.
Yeah. Derek Ross reaped the benefits of that approach today. Got a lot of carries, really got into a rhythm, got a feel. Big day for him.
So Cologne, for the 3rd straight year, will open the season with a win over Hamburg. And you have to feel for the Sea Devils, but this was a situation where they just couldn't come up with a big stop on 3rd down when they needed to twice on this last series. First, with the pass from Meyer to Bobby Blizzard of the tight end, and then with Ross a moment ago picking up 5 1/2 on 3rd down. A terrific way to open the season for Cologne, and disappointing for Hamburg.
Yeah, Hamburg, you know, that's the first game for Vince Martino as head coach. I'm sure he would have hoped the final result to be slightly different, especially since they're at home. It's an important, you know, beginning to a new era in Hamburg. They didn't exactly perform crisply today, but then again, neither team did. I think the final outcome was definitely decided on Cologne's ability to run the ball with precision and consistency under the arm of Derek Ross. He had a big game for them. On the other side, you know, Hamburg, you got to give Scott McCready a lot of credit.
2 weeks away from the NFL draft. Make sure you catch all the coverage right here on NFL Network. The opener for the Cologne Centurions, and they come away with a win on the road. 3rd straight year they've beaten Hamburg in the season opener.
Welcome to NFL Total Access Weekend Review. I'm Fran Charles. The frenzied pace of free agent signings has slowed. The NFL Draft 2 weeks away, but a lot of stories making headlines this week, and none bigger than Tuesday's decision by Commissioner Roger Goodell, who suspended Adam Pac-Man Jones for the entire 2007 season and Chris Henry for half of that for violations of the previous code of conduct. The commissioner then sent the revised league conduct policy to all 32 clubs, from whom, and I quote, "I look forward to your full support and cooperation." Jones gets the full year with the opportunity to apply for reinstatement after 10 games. For Jones to come back early, he must stay out of trouble with the law in the interim, as well as meet certain criteria laid out by the league, including adhering